Hello there, Year 3. Welcome to today's lesson where we're going to use place value to add and subtract numbers. And a deep question for you to think about today, or a deep statement I should say, is this. If I add a 10 to any 3-digit number, the hundreds digit and the ones digit will always stay the same. Have a think about that today because that's going to be central to what we do. So let's have a practice at using place value to help us add and subtract. And to help me, I've got four hedgehogs here. Tom, Ashley, Richard and Steve, who have recently joined a hedgehog sanctuary, but they must reach the weight of 800 grams before they're released. Well, let's find out how they've been getting on. Let's start off with Tom. When he first came in, he weighed 420 grams. But in his first week, he's put on 100 grams of weight. So we're going to add that on. Now, the way we're going to do this, we're going to write it out like as if it was a addition sentence. But what you'll notice is that we're only adding one extra 100 to 420. We're not adding any tens and we're not adding any ones. So 400 add 100 will give us 500. 2 tens add no tens is 2 tens. 0 ones add 0 ones is 0 ones. So our answer to our first question is 520 grams. The only columns here that changed were the hundreds when I was adding hundreds together. Let's have a look at Ashley. When Ashley first joined, he was 645 grams, but he's actually lost some weight. Now let's have a look and see where he's lost weight. Has he lost any ones? Well, no, he hasn't lost any ones. Has he lost any tens? Yes, he has. He's lost 2 tens worth. So now I'm going to do 645 take away 2 tens. I'm not taking any hundreds away, so I've still got 600. Now I need to do 4 tens take away 2 tens. 4 take away 2 is 2. Now I need to take my ones away. 5 ones take away no ones is 5 ones. So Ashley's new weight is 625 grams. Let's have a look at Richard. Richard weighed 625 grams when he came into the sanctuary, and he's put on 200 grams worth of weight. Let's have a look and see which columns are going to change. I can see I'm adding 200s. I'm not adding any tens, I'm not adding any ones, so this should be nice and easy. 600 add 200 is 800. 2 tens add 0 tens is 2 tens. And 5 ones add 0 ones is 5 ones. The only thing that changed between 625 and my answer of 825 was the number of hundreds that I added. Okay, and that's the important thing with place value addition and subtraction, is that we're paying attention to where we can use place value to help us. Okay, let's check out Steve. Steve came in at 775 grams and he also lost a bit of weight. He lost 40 grams. So let's have a think about how we'd work that out then. So let's look at our two numbers, 775, and we're taking 40 off. Well, am I taking off any hundreds? No. So I've still got 700. Am I taking off any tens? Yes, I am. I'm taking 4 tens away from 7 tens. 7 take away 4 would give us 3. Am I taking any ones away? Well, let's check. 5 ones take away 0 ones is 5 ones. So again, easy place value subtraction this time, where only my tens has changed. We're letting the numbers do the work for us here. So let's have a look at the results in total and have a think about who can go home yet. Can Tom go home? No, he can't. He hasn't reached that magic 800 yet. Neither can Ashley. Richard can though, but unfortunately Steve also has to stay. So, moving on, using place value, because sometimes you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I've got no idea how on earth I can work that out. I can't picture these numbers in my head. Now, as you know, I've always encouraged you to use drawings if you're stuck in class, and you can draw numbers to help visualise problems when you need to. So let's have a look at it in a real life situation in a word problem. 2 hedgehogs were brought into the rescue centre. A bit similar to today really. One weighed 245 grams and the other weighed 20 grams less. So that's 2 different hedgehogs. Right. How much did the lighter one weigh? So, our question that we're looking at basically wants to know what the second hedgehog was worth. So in maths terms, we're looking at 200 and 40. Sorry, let me try it a different way. Do apologise, children. Right. So in maths terms, we're looking at 245, and we would have to take 20 off that. That's the maths question that we are looking at here. Well, okay, so how can I show that? Well, as you can see on the screen, what I have done is I've actually drawn 245 out. 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm taking 20 off, that's the same as crossing out 2 of my tens. So I've crossed out 1. Now I've crossed out another. Okay, so how many have I got now? Well, if I just make those lines a bit bigger so it's a bit easier to see that we've crossed those out, let's have a look and see now what I've got left. I had 245 before. I've now taken 2 tens off, so now I have still got 200. Yes, I have. Do I still have 40? Well, 10, 20. No, I don't. Do I still have 5 ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I do. So hopefully that shows you how you can use drawings to help you. When you're subtracting, you can cross out the drawings to help you with your subtraction if you need to. I know a lot of you can already do these in your head, but for those who perhaps can't yet and who need a bit of extra practice, I always find drawing numbers out to really help when it comes to showing my understanding. Okay, so let's have a look at a different problem in a different situation. Okay then, so again, my question is about hedgehogs. A hedgehog was brought into the rescue centre. It weighed 150 grams, and 1 week later it was 60 grams heavier. How much does it weigh now? Right, okay, so it started off as 150 grams, so we're always going to start off with the larger number. 1 week later it was 60 grams heavier. So if it's heavier, that means that it has gained weight. So we're going to be adding 60 to it. Okay, so let's have a look at what 150 is. 150 is 105 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now, if we're going to add 60, that's the same as adding 6 more of these. So here we go. Ooh. Sorry about that. It's the same as adding 6 more of these. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here is my 60. My 6 extra tens. So now that I've added 60, I can count them up. I have 100. Now I can count in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210. Now I've got 11 tens here. Now 11 tens is the same as 110. So what I'm going to do is group 10 of these tens together to show that it has made 100. Now I can swap or exchange these 10 tens for this 100. Because 10 tens is the same as an extra 100. Okay? So that's when sometimes when we add a tens to a number, not only has the tens changed, but also now my ones digit has changed. So if you think back to the start of the lesson today, when I posed the question of, or Tom posed the question of, if I had a tens digit, 23 digit number, the hundreds digit and the ones will always stay the same, we can see that actually that's not true, because 150 add 60 is 210. The ones have stayed the same, 0 ones, 0 ones, 0 ones. The tens have changed, for sure, but also my hundreds digit has changed. Before I only had 100, and now I have 200. So what I like to do now is have a go at a task that suits you. So this is where you get to choose your task. You can choose 1 star, where you simply just complete the calculations on the screen. 2 star is where you can complete word problems where only 1 column changes, such as the tens. 3 star is to have a go at completing word problems where more than 1 column may change, a bit like this question here, because here both my hundreds and my tens changed. So have a think about which task is right for you. Good luck, and look forward to seeing what you come up with. Okay, bye.